Hey guys, we're starting our single player series. The texture pack I'm actually using is actually resource pack is Defiance. It's by corner_G. It's a very good texture pack. I like it a lot. It caters towards vanilla quite a lot. Not this, sorry. And it's generally a good texture pack. I read a little into the forum post for it, and it's actually quite I can actually relate to the pack quite a lot. Just give me a second, let me adjust my microphone here. It's actually quite a unique pack. I kind of like it because I can kind of relate to it in the fact that it's the developer took a long time to make the texture pack. He made several texture packs, and he chose out the textures that he liked from each pack, which is kind of what I'm trying to do for my texture pack. Anyways, let's hop into this. I have the perfect seed. I went seed hunting, and it's actually 912. The seed is actually quite simple. I actually like it quite a lot. I actually do another video in this map, but as you can see, we start in a swamp here, which isn't that great. But as you can see, there's a huge extreme hills biome over here, and if we come over to excuse me, all the way over here, it's got a nice area just beyond that, and I guess I'll show you guys that in a second. But what we're gonna do is just get the bare minimum. And by the bare minimum, I mean just stone tools. I don't really want to get iron quite yet. We're going to do that later on in the map. But the first thing I kind of want to discuss is what's going on with the SMP. I'm still going to be continuing the SMP despite what you've seen. That wasn't actually real. That was a world download map. I have wow, where is it? Am I in the right version? Yeah, that was weird. I'm wondering where World Downloader went. Anyways, so I have World Downloader, and I downloaded the map, and I walked around for some time just getting everything, and well, I kind of just did it because I'm messing with the people who are playing on the server. To see if they would actually react, log onto the server, and say like, oh wait, no way he did that, and then they log on and it turns out it's true, I didn't do it, which is actually quite cool. I did a lot of editing for it. The music was actually more SpongeBob music. I choose specifically SpongeBob music because it's not copyrighted. At least the majority of it isn't copyrighted. By the way, we're going to be using this texture pack. Oh, nice, cool. We're going to be using this texture pack pretty much all the time, unless we're switching to a different update, which doesn't have this pack updated yet. By the way, the cobblestone kind of looks like stone brick, which I like. Anyway, so basically we're going to be staying with this pack, and another thing single player lets me do is update on my own terms. A lot of the people on the Red Block server have a much better computer than mine, and they can run the snapshots and everything with like no lag or something like that. Like Torbray, he gets like a steady 30 frames. I think he's locked at 30 frames when he's recording in the snapshots. He's even using a vanilla jar. And his computer is significantly better than mine. I'm also using a desktop, which is another reason why. No, I mean, I'm using a laptop. He's using a desktop. Using a laptop is another reason that it's not that great. Mainly because, well, laptops are nice and portable. That's why I like using them. So we're gonna skip to making torches. We're not gonna make anything else with this coal yet. So this series is going to be heavily based around kind of just me going at my own pace. On the Red Block server, I was very held back in terms of how far into the map I could go. I didn't want to explore out too far because of 1.6, which is another reason I'm starting the map. I don't want to go out 1,000 blocks or something on the red block server to get a bunch of stuff. Also, I'm pondering whether I should keep this series as maybe like one every or two every week, maybe. But honestly, I don't think I have enough time and content for that to actually happen. I'm gonna cover that up. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll actually have enough time and content for me to actually upload that much. So right now it's kind of undecided. But the way I'm limiting myself on this map is I'm not playing on it unless I'm recording. So I'm always going to be recording. Unless if it's some tedious work, like I have to clear out a mountain or something. If it's something like that, then I might do a live stream or something. And if you've seen some of my other Let's Play starts and stuff, I usually go until like episode 4 or 5 or somewhere around there, and I end the Let's Play. Hopefully we'll get up to at least 50 or even 100 for this Let's Play. I really want that to happen because, well, I'm lacking steadiness for my videos, and I want this series to be very steady, just in terms of videos, especially this Let's Play world, since it's a new start. Anyways, I've been rambling on for 6 minutes, so I'm gonna collect some more wood, and then I'll meet you guys back at where I want to set up base. Alright, we're back. All the leaves have despawned. I've got what I wanted, and we're coming into this extreme hills biome, and I kind of want to just let you guys have a first look as to what this is. So let's come on down here, and we're gonna have to go back up this hill. And this is a wonderful extreme hills biome. I actually like this seed. I can positively say this is 100% my favorite seed. And I don't have a lot of favorite seeds. I usually just gen random maps. But honestly, this is a very good map. Besides all the rendering problems, but just look at it. I mean, it's amazing. I want to set a base up there because there's a little cove and it looks actually really awesome. There's another small cove here which I might use for something. So I'm going to be building quite a lot in this area. Here's some more coal. I'll get that sometime. And let's get up there. But I'll be building in this area quite a lot. What I do is I try to stay in a general area, and then later on I make a new base. Usually when I make a new base, I strip my old base of its supplies. But what I'm going to try to do, actually let me see if, yep, I'll switch back to normal. Alright, what I usually try to do in series or series I, or whatever you want to call it. Actually, what am I talking about? I was talking about bases. Yeah, so when I move bases, let me check my sound. Okay, it's fine. Usually when I switch bases, what I do is I strip my old base of its supplies and completely just ruin the base. But except I'm going to split the bases up into seasons. So the first base would be season 1, which is the season we're currently in. And when I start a new base, what I'm going to be doing is just taking the bare minimum, like iron tools, and then starting up a new area. Let's say it's 1.7, which from what I've read on the wiki, or what has been released right now, there's going to be tons of changes well, not tons, but specific biome changes, and they're specifically working on the ocean biomes, which is quite plain. I really hope they add something like Atlantis or something. I am quite a fan of Atlantis and Greek mythology and things like that. But anyways, I'm lighting this area up. I did used to have a world that was kind of like this, and I absolutely loved it. I played on it all the time. But one thing I have to do right now is decide where I want the floor level to be, because honestly, I can't live with this untreated floor. So I think around here would be a good level for the base. So I'm just gonna put gravel here to signify that. And it's actually getting pretty late, so what I'm gonna do is I can't shear the sheep, but I will kill a few for some wool, so we can make a bed and sleep through the night, because the first nights are actually kind of brutal. So if I do not find a bed, I might actually sleep. Actually, I might not sleep, but I'll leave the world open while I'm AFK doing something else, and I'll block myself up. Because honestly, in 1.6, I gotta hand it to Dinnerbone. It's significantly harder. Just the fact that there's social mobs, and the aspect of them tracking you from very far away, up to 80 blocks. I mean, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, it's just insane. So yeah, it's much better for that now. So the night is pretty bad, so I'm gonna quickly make a bed and sleep here. And what I probably should do is do some mining, but I'm pretty sure you guys would be kind of bored with that. So instead, before I do anything else, I'm gonna make the floor level and just make a smaller living space for myself. So I kind of want a circular thing coming out like this, so I have like the perfect view of this. That skeleton is over there. Do I really want to take on that skeleton? Let's do it. The mobs are kind of creepy in this, which kind of scares me. But you know what? They're monsters, so they're supposed to be scary. Anyways, so as I was saying, I kind of want a circular shape coming out like that. Oh my god, OP little bot. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem early on. So actually, I'm gonna skip making the base for now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump cut to whenever I have a good amount of supplies. Alright, so I'll see you guys whenever that is. Hey guys, we're back. So I just recently got back from a caving trip. I got a good amount of stuff, got some iron, and then I got some wool, because we're going to be making some carpet for the main room that we're going to be living in. But I found this awesome cavern here. It's not really a cavern, but it's this little thing. I can't get into there right now. Actually, let me try to get down there, because I kind of want to show you guys this. I may put something in here for the future. Not sure exactly what I would be putting in here. Actually, I have to get some of those sheep later. Here we go. Anyways, it's a large cavern. I'm not sure what I would want to put here, but it seems like a pretty nice place to put stuff. Anyways, so let me go up there. I'm gonna shear some more sheep. Actually, never mind. It's too far up for me to shear sheep right now. I'll just shear whatever sheep there are on the way back to the base. Anyways, I have no idea where I am, so I am 100% lost, and I have close to no food other than this chicken, and I do not want to eat this chicken yet because I have not cooked it. So what I'm going to do is cook some chicken, and I'll be back whenever it is morning, and I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, I'm back again for a little while, and I recently stumbled upon this little plains here that has a bunch of pigs and cows. I do not know where these things are coming from, but I'm going to kill most of them, but I'm going to leave a majority of the cows, actually, because they are the best source of stuff. Plus, I need them for leather eventually, mainly because of the cost of bookshelves now, because they use leather. At this point, it's pretty expensive for me. But as you can see, I'm actually level 22, which really makes me want to enchant. But I'm not going to cave as much right now. I'm going to focus on the aesthetics of my base. And I still haven't found my area, and I have no idea where it is. So, I honestly do not know. But I'll make it back eventually. I think it's over there, but I have absolutely no idea. So let's see if I can make it back, and I'll hopefully be back at the base by the next cut. Yeah, so I'm still not back in my base, but I found these pumpkins in this plains biome, or actually rather it's extreme hills biome now. And these pumpkins are going to be very, very useful for us eventually, because I do plan on using them for just basic lighting around the base. So I see a desert over there, so I'm assuming it's the same desert that's behind our base. So hopefully if we go over in that direction a little bit, then we will actually see our base. I'm getting a bit worried here, because I'm usually never lost in my worlds, especially since this is small biomes too. I'm pretty sure I'm still in the same biome. I go down cave and then come back up and I'm completely lost. In fact, I am 100% sure this is our mountain, so I am glad that I actually recognize the desert. Anyways, I'm going to circle around here and we're going to go back up to the base and we're going to work on some aesthetics. I am going to have to farm some more wood. I do not know if we want to use oak wood, but right now it looks like we are going to be using oak wood, mainly because that is all I have near me. I did see a spruce biome all the way over there, or rather a taiga biome, but I'm not going to go over there just to chop some wood, because I guarantee you I can get lost again. Anyways, let's get back up here and assess what we got. I've just been mining whatever I had, and I've been using up a lot of iron for picks. Anyways, so the chest texture is a bit bugged in this texture pack. I don't know why. I think he just edited the wrong texture file, but whatever. So let's open the chest. Don't have much in here, but I do want to make another chest for our other supplies, as in like valuables or something like that. So let's place this chest here. We got 32 iron ore and an iron ingot, some gold ore, some lapis, and tons of coal. I just basically mined all the coal I saw, and we have some food here. Actually, I want to take this and split it up and get ourselves 8 pieces of coal. Actually, no. 2 stacks of 4, and just quickly do this. I've been keeping track of what days it is. It is currently the 2nd day. No, not second. Sorry, it's the 3rd day. I'm paranoid that a zombie is going to sneak up on me, because zombies are quite common now, and I'm not sure exactly their spawn rates, but I'm still pretty paranoid that they're going to pop up behind me. Also, something I need to test, that is not how you... Actually, yeah, it is how you make a carpet. I don't want to make... We'll make 3 carpets for now. Okay, so I want to kind of test whether or not I can... Nope, I can't place it on any block that isn't actually a thing. Oh wow, you could break with anything. Alright. So to save on wood and grinding, I'm actually going to make these... Actually, never mind. That's a bit cheap. I was going to say I can make these into half slabs, and then basically sextuplet my planks, but maybe I'll just make an iron axe, and I'll go ahead and chop some stuff down in the forest, or rather the swamp biome. Got some food here. I'm gonna make another furnace. Progress in this episode. What I want to do is get the base done, and I also want to get a small farm done, and that is all I want to get done for this episode. Just to tell you, I don't go as fast as Queen King Happy does. I don't look for the Ender Dragon immediately and kill it, or maybe as fast as Doc M did in his New World Tour. What I'm gonna do is just try my best to take it the way I want to. Usually I brush and just blitz everything, but I'm gonna try to slow down, but not as much as I did in on the Red Block server. So now that we've got 2 more of these guys, we can make an axe, and I'll see you when I'm done chopping down some more wood. Okay guys, we're back. I got some swamp bowls, some oak wood, and we have a hefty majority of, or like a hefty amount of wood. Let's get some of our food that was cooking up while I was at the swamp. I don't like leaving coal in my furnaces because eventually I forget about it. I started a count here, def count and days played. I'm doing this just so I can keep track of what's going on, and it looks like it's actually turning nighttime, which I don't really mind because we won't be doing much of that. So let's turn half a stack of this into planks, and we're gonna start on this level, I believe I said, because of this thing right on this floor level. So we're gonna insert a floor here. I still want to light up the bottom here because eventually we might use it for something. But right now I'm just going to fill this top layer in as kind of just a floor. I want a very open to the outside base, which is kind of bad considering that in 1.6 the zombies are so bad. But I'll just have to fence off some things. I kind of want to make this circle-ish, but I'm just going to try my best to go with whatever the flow is. So as I said, I need to set up a farm, which I actually think I'm going to do over there. I've been really just looking for a place to just set up a farm because I don't want to be surviving on animals for a long time because it takes a lot of time to just breed them, and it's a very tedious thing. I have to remember to go over to, actually I'm going to sleep. It's very tedious to go over to cows and breed them because I quite often forget about it, and when I run out of food I have nothing to eat. Yeah, that was my first death, which is why I have the death count there. This is days. I might not edit this consistently, so it might not be true, but whatever. So let's do this. And as you may know, something that's different from the SMP series is that excuse me, I'm on fancy graphics. Not really fancy graphics, but the grass is fancy as well as the trees. You may not be able to tell that, but if I quickly switch over to the default pack, you can see that I do have fancy leaves on. So that's just something that happened. I upgraded my graphics drivers the other day when I was making that trailer video, which I actually hope you guys kind of enjoyed. Not sure if I've said this already. It's been a couple hours since I started this episode. Anyways, so yeah, I do have fancy graphics on, much better. I do like the opaque leaves or transparent leaves. I'm not sure. Does opaque mean transparent? Or does it mean transparency? Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, yeah, so once we get this floor in, I'm actually gonna put a carpet, because I haven't actually played around with a carpet yet. It's a micro block, which I kind of like. I like that they're introducing more blocks that aren't full blocks, because after a while it kind of gets sad to just see everything the same shape. After all, it is Minecraft, but you know, it gets to a certain point where you want some uniqueness. It also helps out for building, which I want to focus on a lot more in this series. I'm just gonna really try to balance aesthetics with everything else. So I actually want to put up a huge thing here, or actually up there. I want to make an emblem of my face. It's kind of like the channel logo. It's just my face, and I want to do that. I quite often do that in my bases to signify that it is mine. But anyways, let's light this up because we don't want any spawns here. And we've got this nice little platform. I'm going to make some fences to fence off this area. However, I'm going to have a staircase that starts probably over here and goes all the way down to there, because I don't want to keep on transversing this weird hill to get up every single time. So let's make some fences, and we'll lay down the fence. And by now, this is the point in the episode where I kind of forget, not really forget, but I kind of run out of things to talk about. But as things come up, I will talk about them accordingly in the episodes. Let's see. Let's talk about fan bases. There are certain fan bases I don't like, and I've been talking a lot about this or with Ray, which is one of the moderators on the Red Block server. I've been talking a lot to him about this recently, is that YouTubers, they're suddenly going very stale. Some of the good ones are becoming more of, they're either becoming more of a business kind of people, or they're simply just not playing regular Minecraft anymore. As you can see, and Venom, he used to be great. I loved his Golden Apple series and everything, but once he stopped that series on Machinima, he slowly went downhill. He went just mod reviews. Wow, there's a bunch of pumpkins over there. And he just did mod reviews, and his channel just really declined, and now he's stuck doing adventure maps, and you can clearly tell he's not exactly enjoying what he's doing. He's just doing it for the sake of money. But honestly, you do need money in this world to get stuff done, which is unfortunate, because his series aren't that great anymore. So there's people who are becoming more famous, but they're also declining in quality. They download like a 2-minute finished map, and they do it as co-op, and they extend it. And then there are people like Sky Does Minecraft, which actually that's basically the same as Venom. Sky is actually more famous than Venom now, I believe. Sky was actually much more of a... See, this is what I'm talking about. Why are they spawning in daytime? Sky was had less subscribers than Venom before. I think Sky started doing things more seriously. Anyways, there are also the people who had great content, but they just stopped completely. X, he had great Minecraft videos, but he eventually just stopped, mainly because, well, actually, I don't know. He says that he's lost inspiration or something. I have no idea. But yeah, he's completely stopped. There's other people like CoStar, where he has just completely said that he's not going to do it anymore, and he's stopping YouTube, and he's still going to stick around for streams and stuff like that, but he's not going to be doing anything else, which is kind of sad. CoStar actually had pretty good content. I liked his Co's Quest. Right now I'm just digging down a staircase, by the way, and it's kind of sad to see him go, because he was one of the people that I watched quite often, for the time that he was actually active. But I can see how YouTube is very wearing on him. He said he went through a depression, which is pretty serious, especially if you're trying to balance something as stressful as maintaining a successful YouTube channel, and he has also been laid off of his regular day job, so it's kind of hard for him. And then there are great people like Etho, Good, BWO, people like that, and they're continuing their series perfectly fine. I mean, I look at Good's old videos, and they're pretty much the same, and just with new content, and I like that a lot, because that he's still enjoying what he's doing. Now in the future, he might not enjoy Minecraft as much. Same goes for Etho and the rest of the Minecraft guys, but soon enough they might start not enjoying Minecraft that much. Like Paz, he's been really discouraged of playing Minecraft, apparently. He's just been, the only thing he's really been doing is caving, but 1.6 has come, so I bet he's a little more hyped about the game, which is good. So maybe that means more content from him, but he's actually not played on the new map yet, because he's still over at Zeldathon, which ends tomorrow. And I'm just gonna dig over until I see an actual opening in the terrain, and then I will create a little thing that goes down. I might expand this to be this thing to be taller and stuff. But yeah, there's those kind of YouTubers, and honestly, I don't like the people who are getting more famous these days, because what they're doing is they're playing really noobishly, and the game is suddenly horrible. I knew when if I had watched Sky as my first Minecraft video, I definitely would not be playing this game right now. The first Minecraft video I actually watched was by CNanners, but that's a different story. But if we were watching a Sky for like my first Minecraft video, I would not have gotten this game. I would not have gotten addicted to this game. Because you know what, Sky, not that I don't respect what he does, I don't respect how he does it. Because the way he does it is that he downloads a map or he downloads a mod. He does a bad review of the map or mod, and when he plays the map, he plays it with a bunch of people, even if it specifies single player. And the way they do is they have a bunch of people come in, and they split up the videos into like 17-minute videos, right? And they just play that, right? And they have several parts to it. They're just doing it for the views. They honestly are just doing it for the views and the revenue. Of course, that's not saying that the Minecraft guys aren't doing it for the views either, because they have to. That's their job. I mean, Good has to support his daughter and wife and whoever else is in his family. and BOO has to supply for his, or provide for his family. So there's a lot of that stuff going on. But Sky and his gang, like Deadlocks and those guys, are seriously just doing it wrong. I mean, bro, you're doing it wrong. I'm gonna kill this creeper. Requires mega focus. And I was watching a mod review of one of Sky's videos the other day, and he was just freaking out over boss mobs in this weird forest of this Japanese mod. I mean, if you're going to do something, at least read up about it. I mean, he was doing pretty much a blind review. Other than weapons, he didn't know anything about it, and he didn't show the mod very well. He just kind of just said, hey, download this mod, play it, and then I bet a bunch of people downloaded it and play it because it's Sky. Another YouTuber that I quite like, but I dislike at the same time, is Sethbling. I mean, his ideas are awesome, but the way he carries it out is not that great, and his fan base is just absolutely horrible, as well as Sky's fan base. Fan bases make a large majority of your reputation, so the reason I don't watch Sethbling anymore is because of his fan base. His fan base is just absolutely horrible in my opinion, because they're all just praising Sethbling. They view him as some kind of god. I mean, in every single video, all the comments say, hey, Sethbling here, and I'm coming back with a spaceship or something like that. And it's spammed with that stuff, because they actually think Sethbling will do those things. Of course, Seth can take inspiration from those, because some things that they suggest are actually possible, but some stuff is so outlandish, but yet I clearly just don't like the fan base, and sometimes Seth is blatantly wrong, or maybe he's just wrong, period, in one of his videos, or a couple of his videos, and when you say that he's wrong, they immediately pop up and they say, wow, maybe you're wrong, maybe you have your information wrong, when even if you clearly provide proof that you're right. Now, at that point, there's clearly no reason you should be fighting with these people who will clearly not pay attention to any compromise or any resolve, or clearly just admit that they're wrong. There's no reason to fight with them, or argue with them, rather. And that's kind of my viewpoint on them, because I honestly dislike fanboys. Another group of fanboys and people who I do not like is Sly Fox Hound's fan base. I do not like them at all. I comment and say, wow, your fan base is kind of obnoxious. Can you please ask them to tone it down? And they say no. They absolutely say no, and it pisses me off, because, and even one time, I messaged Sly on Facebook, right? I told him, dude, your fan base, it's really out of control. Maybe you should try to keep them under control. That doesn't do anything. He messages me, it's like, dude, I'm freaking tired of, and he didn't say freaking, he said a straight up F word, and he usually doesn't curse, at least I don't think, but he blocks me on Facebook, and he also says, I'm tired of these freaking idiots telling me how to run my channel. And it's like, dude, we're just giving you suggestions, and you gotta admit, the homies are not under control. They are blatantly just smashing everyone into the ground, which is just not acceptable. So I stopped watching him, mainly because he is just a douchebag. But what I'm doing now actually is putting some dirt and jack-o'-lanterns, and I'm using jack-o'-lanterns here as permanent lighting pretty much. and lighting up the terrain down here too, because we do need that to be lit up. Yeah, so that's another fan base I don't like. More fan bases I don't like would include, let me think about this. Sometimes I don't like Etho's fan base because if you're watching a live stream and you see a bunch of Etho's fans and they come into the video and they just spam you with is Etho on? Did Etho die? Things like that. I just don't like it. Another thing would be like on Generic B's live streams and Andrew live streams, everybody's like, prank Etho, prank Etho, prank Etho. To the point where in one of their series MC Gamer and Nebris, one of their live streams, they just gave in and said, fine, we'll just prank Etho, and they pranked him. Not to say that wasn't a good prank, it was actually pretty funny, especially his reaction and Etho's return prank. But at certain times I just don't like his fan base because they're not appropriate and they don't know how to have a good time because they're constantly bringing up Etho. So these pumpkins are actually going to be hidden, by the way. So like you place it. Wow, yeah, I didn't know you could do that. So you place it over the pumpkin and it still lights up the area. It's just something. I might actually not go with the wool because if I look at it now, it kind of looks weird. It kind of looks like snow, so I'm not going to do that. So enough rambling on about bad YouTubers and good YouTubers. I'm going to leave this on like this, and I'm going to harvest some seeds so that we can start up a small farm over there. So I'll see you when I get to that. Alright, so I've got some seeds. I didn't get that many. But we're just gonna make a really small farm because this episode is getting very long, especially with my rambling. So we're going to make, I guess, a stone hoe, because you never spend your iron or anything else on hoes. Oh, that's a really weird hoe. It's kind of like a sickle. Let me pound that in. So let me eat some more. It's been a day. And I mean that in terms of sleeping. It's been like 15 minutes or so. I'm just gonna make the farm out here. I'm not gonna do anything special for it. Of course, I forgot water. So I need to smelt up some iron. I'm gonna try my best not to ramble while I'm making this farm because that leads to like a 40-minute episode, which I do not want to upload because that takes quite a long time. Unless I do the compression right. What's different in this video actually is that I'm recording it full screen, so that my video ends up actually HD instead of 140p. Actually, no, not 140p. 480p. Redone as. Darn, what do I need? This, okay. Yeah, so it doesn't end up as 480p re-rendered as 720p because that does not look good at all. So I'm recording in basically full screen, and I'm going to be editing and rendering it in Sony Vegas as 720p. Yeah. So as that's smelting, let's come down here to take a look at basically, actually we'll go over to there to basically take a look at what our base is in its early stage. It looks quite good, but there's still a lot of stuff I want to do until we can call this a good base. So if we come over here, it looks pretty cool. I gotta get rid of those dirt pillars that I used Oh wow, it's already done smelting. Gotta get rid of those dirt pillars that we used to place the pumpkins, but I'll do that off camera. Let's go over there, get iron, and make our bucket, then go over there and get some water. You might also notice my render distance is in normal. It does drop my frames down to around 27 to 30. Just steady. But the good part about that is that if I go to a jungle, my FPS is basically the same everywhere I go. So I've made a bucket. Also, this texture pack isn't, or resource pack isn't completely finished. He hasn't done up all the textures, which I have yet to announce the release of my own texture pack, which I am making. Is far from beta, so I'm not even going to attempt to release it. Also, I need a name for it. A lot of people have suggested I just do Fumo pack, because I did have a vanilla texture pack. Well, it was basically vanilla texture pack, but the GUI was fixed up and I changed some of the diamond blocks, gold blocks, things like that. But other than that, nothing really was changed, and it wasn't really much of a texture pack, so I called it Fuma pack because it was just a pack for me and my friends to use, which we actually don't use anymore because I haven't actually updated it. But it's not available for download anywhere, so there was really no point in me updating it or anything. So recently, this summer, I've just picked up a texture pack. Well, I downloaded Faithful, and I used that as a reference, and started making my own 32x32 texture pack, which hopefully by the end of summer will be in beta. But I won't be able to really do much with it by the end of summer, because summer is basically all the time I have. Which is another thing I have to discuss with you guys, is about videos after the summer. But that's not even close yet, so we'll worry about that when it's time to worry, because nothing is worth worrying until there's something to worry about, or somewhere along those lines is the quote. Okay, so we've got a nice wooden border, we've got some seeds that we can plant here, and I gotta light the area up a bit. Oop, dropped the torch. I gotta light this area up. So I do a lot of editing for my videos now, or at least I plan on doing a lot of editing. So videos are going to be much less frequent than I did for the first few episodes. I try to record every night, edit it, and upload it by the time it is morning. You notice a lot of my videos are uploaded at nighttime. Anyways, so I'm just creating a little light so that the growth is nourished. I'm not going to block it off, even though sheep can get in here and zombies can get in here. I'm just going to leave it for now. But I need all around lighting, just so that the crops grow, and if anything does get trampled, nothing spawns in the farmland. And I am using too many torches, but I have over a stack of torches. I have this weird pet peeve where I don't like to have anything lower than, like, if I see a stack of torches in my inventory is like pretty low, like around 10 or low 20s, I would feel really weird just using it, because I like to have like a full stack of torches in my inventory at all times. It's just this weird pet peeve of mine. Anyways, so this is the farm, and that's our nice Extreme Hills Cove, And this is gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna do some work off camera. That's mainly just going to be mining, so I can actually get some more work done. And basically, we've got done with all the things we wanted to do. We got the floor in, we've got suitable living space for now, and we have a farm. So I'll see you guys in the next episode, which I do not know is when, but yeah, I'll see you guys. So goodbye.